job is to get my other leg. But he passes my leg, not doing the pass, just in general, he passes my leg. My job is to take my other leg and get it on his hip to create this space so that I can pull my leg back. All right, it's always like that, all right? He passes one leg, I need to pull my other leg, I get on my side so that I can regard. If he was to pass this leg, I need to get my forward leg on his side so that I can regard, all right? Another thing that does the same thing, all right, is our knee shield, all right? So like when we're in like, when I'm in a position where he's down on top of me like this, all right, and he like wants to flatten me out, all right? A lot of times somebody, I'm gonna use like this knee shield, all right? And even if he was to pass my guard, like he passes this leg here, right? This knee right now allows enough space for me to get my leg back. Right? So I'm always able to keep space here and I can pull my leg back and get back to guard. All right? So what we're gonna do over here is, it's a very, very similar concept of the pass. All right? When I'm in half guard like this, I'm gonna leg lace, all right? He's keeping distance with this knee and he would bring his other leg back. If I was to try to pass right now, right, he could always pull his leg back because I can't close his space. All right, so I want to immobilize that. Here I'm gonna leg lace. I'm gonna take this hand, go underneath his leg, and I'm gonna grab his pants to start immobilizing this leg, so it can't just move in and out. All right, I'm gonna make sure that my shoulder is heavy on his thighs. All right, and when he does knee shield to create space, it's only natural that he's gonna extend his hips. All right, that's what helps create space. I need to eliminate him to be the ability to do so. So I grab the collar just like we did thumb in. I keep him crunched tight. All right, so I'm kind of negating that whole knee shield, all right, to create space. So the collar, thumb on the inside, I'm pulling him down, my elbow stays tight to my body. I have this hand leg laced, all right, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up on my toes and I'm gonna drop my shoulder on his legs. So I'm putting pressure on his legs, making it very hard for him to just like to be able to extend, right, and create space. I'm also making it impossible or really hard for him to move his bottom leg. From here, the same way, I'm gonna keep my legs far out, keep my head low, all right, continue to pass. Notice my knees are off the mat. If my knees are on the mat, there's weight on the mat. When my knees are off the mat, my weight is going into my opponent, all right? I'm using my head. From here, I'm gonna lift up his leg and put my knee, right, underneath his head, hold my side control, all right? So again, this is a pass I really, really like. I do this a lot in the gi, all right? A guy is on top of me, all right? And again, our distance changed, but it's a very, very similar concept, all right? Because we're closer, it's using a knee shield as opposed to Brazilian legs, all right? So this knee shield is here. I'm gonna leg lace hand, grab this to eliminate the mobility of his leg. I'm gonna hold his gi. I wanna crunch him elbow tight to my body. My head is low. I'm gonna start getting up on my toes. I'm gonna drop my shoulder and hip. Keeping that weight there, all right? I'm on my toes. I don't just come down here. All right, this takes that weight off, gives me the ability to move. Weight on him the entire time. Walk my legs, right? Keeping my head pressed into him, really trying to immobilize him, all right? Again, my weight into him the entire time. I'm gonna fold him back, bring my knee by his hip, underneath his head, underneath his arm and hold, all right? So again, I really, really like this pass. Let's try to go more slow with it, all right? Keep pressure and weight on top of him the entire time, all right? 1, 3.